10 films I love, the 1950s. We're going to do 2 from this decade because I love this decade so much. There are actually 4 movies I could talk about that are among my top 10 favorites. On the Waterfront, known most famously for Marlon Brando's line, "I could have been a contender." The Seventh Seal, brilliant Swedish dark fairy tale, more like the Grimm fairy tales, directed by Ingmar Bergman, starring Max von Sydow, who later became a very, very popular actor in America. And these 2 films, which I will be doing. The first one we'll do is Seven Samurai. If you are completely foreign to foreign films, you should watch this one. Start off with this one. It's directed by one of my favorite directors, Akira Kurosawa. It was among the post-war Japanese films during the 50s when Japan had gone through a lot of turmoil from World War II, and most directors had a very limited budget, but they certainly had an audience to work with, an audience that were going through a lot and could appreciate movies that really captivated people's emotions. And Akira utilized that. He did a lot of different types of films. He did really heavy dramas like Ikiru and Rashomon, and he did more action style movies like The Hidden Fortress, which heavily inspired George Lucas to make Star Wars. The story is loosely based on it, the story of the very first Star Wars movie in 1977. And Seven Samurai, which heavily influenced a lot of action directors. I mean, this is the pinnacle of epic action movies. The story is relatively simple. It's about 7 samurai, as you can predict, protecting a town from bandits. Everybody knows the bandits are coming and they're gonna raise hell when they get to the town. So the villagers, they can't defend themselves very well, not nearly as well as a samurai could against bandits. So they try to get these samurai together, and these samurai basically, just out of their selflessness and kindness of their heart, decide to protect them because they don't pay them or anything. But it's very difficult to recruit 7 samurai, even though samurai are meant to be wiser and more morally grounded, I guess, than your typical townsfolk. It's still hard to find 7 samurai that are willing to do that. Several of the samurai they recruit have kind of different personalities. Some of them don't get a whole lot of development. They just remain these wise and mysterious samurai. And then there's one guy played by the late great Toshiro Mifune, who is arguably the greatest action star to have ever lived. He really utilized acting with his body. He would study behaviors of animals like lions, and acting with his actions as well as his words. In terms of conveying emotion in his face, he was a very good actor too. And he plays a very wild and immature and kind of dumb guy he's not a certified samurai, but he ends up tagging along with the crew for lack of finding anyone better. And his character is among the most developed characters, and it's quite an interesting performance. It really adds a lot of entertainment to the film. And if you like Toshiro Mifune in this, I highly recommend another movie he stars in, Yojimbo, which was also directed by Kurosawa. But anyway, we're over 5 minutes, so definitely check out this one. It's many people's favorite. It's on many lists as the greatest foreign film of all time. I don't know if I would say it's the greatest. It's one of many greats. So the 50s, we will do my second favorite film from the 50s in the next video.